Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Jackson looking to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
3rd and short, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Trail green. Cut.
From the gun, it's Young. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Velus Jones going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Here's 1st and 10.
Wait. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. That one complete. It's Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Black Ultra. Edo Blue. Hut.
To throw is Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Trouble, 38. Hut.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
DC, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Sit up.
On the give, here's Henry. Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Black shot. Ready?
To throw is Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. Give him 14 on that play, 1 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. 3rd and 6. Now Young. We'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Back to throw, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
Right. Here we go. You yellow. Right.
Young. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now Jackson. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it with Henry. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. He'll go again here with Henry. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set, cut. 22 needle. Cut.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here we go. Ready?
On the bootleg, it's Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They get an even 20 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
Ready, ready. Beetle blue. Set.
Here's Young to throw. Now he'll run.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers are on the board. It's now 13-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to... Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
No, we changed it. Shut up.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. They'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Panthers 7.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Velus Jones going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ball red. Let's go now. Black shot.
Now Young. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's gonna set up 3rd down.
Are you ready? Red. Set. Green jack. 10 cycles. Blue striker. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Second down and 8. Aguilar goes off in motion. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Henry. We will have a Ravens 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. We're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
From the gun, Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Velus Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Red, yellow, here we go. Go pink. Red, cycle. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers are able to cut into the deficit. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Brad.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Now he'll run it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Let's go.
On first down is Young. I bought all the time he could, but he finally is taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Ready, ready.
So after the loss on first,
right.
here's 2nd and 14.
You, yellow. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1.
Come on, set. Six, mega. Ready?
They'll go. Young. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes...
Derrick Henry accelerating toward midfield to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Velus Jones going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Set.
To throw is Young. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Young to throw on first down. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set. Ready.
To throw, Young. His throw left side is complete.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Set.
To throw is Young. They're called in at the 2. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Set. Cut.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
They'll drop to throw. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Young. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That into the hands of Hubbard. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt.
And that final throw here is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to come up with a late turnover when it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field.